myzubia.com.
Afemai, and do not get suckers not save anymore. Insecurity. Afemai. Opinali, Ozebade, Ibu Mama, your be my year. 60 kilo Leona, Nadi, Mama, on the best go down. Get you what got to be my year. I know that you are, come on, yeah, any mother, if I pull over, your money on your line, pull over. Yeah, you pull over. Any mother, you can just Chichi lege, Papa de woman, Kita pass, mama.
All right. All right. Welcome, my brother and my sister. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Wherever you're watching from.
Good morning from here.
Thank you.
Good afternoon from here.
All right. So, like we all know, we know why we are here this afternoon. And also, I want to say good afternoon, good evening, good morning to our viewers. Yeah, we are sad this afternoon. We are not really here for merriment or for fun. We are in pains and we are disheartening. We just want to hear our view today. We want to speak out. We want our people, our leaders, our traditional rulers, our politicians. We want them to hear us because our land is no longer safe. Our land is no longer safe, and things cannot continue to be this way. So we are going to be speaking on the things that are affecting us as a people. The insecurity in our land is what we are going to concentrate on this afternoon. So I would like to welcome my sister and brother with me here while we still expect other people to join us. So my sister, I would like you to introduce yourself to us, to our viewers, before we continue.
Good afternoon. I'm not Momo. I will chill United Kingdom New Year. No, on the mono yotona, Sabolo Kira, or Tomegbe so yenyo affair. Agikilo pagikila feni male. Mina hifulani la gipe, ehe yon ma share gbe mala kilo to mala yede mina he Afemai. So mala na here. I mean egbe funo mari hizawo hikpoto hiligo everybody tolemona affecti. So nemona oma boya megbe ilore.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Over to my brother. Let our viewers know who we have here today. I know your face is already common now because you're always with me on this program, but still introduce yourself to us before we continue this afternoon.
You're not too loud. I can't hear you very well.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. All right. We just want you to do a brief introduction of yourself before we continue.
Oh, okay. I think I understand what you said. Afemai, this is okay. My name is Philip Obi Ogbonaikia, and I live in the US. And Male Mamie says on Sunday, 26th of June this year, just less than a week ago. And the Igogwa is the first time I read the Gonana. And Abimare Sheshe Ayo Wemayo with your Igbomo. You know, those were kidnappers of those days when we were growing up. But now Igbomo they are the kind that you cannot even imagine that in our lifetime. As Afemai people witness this. So Emono serious is something very serious that every Afemai sons and daughters, our parents, our uncles, everybody should be concerned. Because till this point, I'm on a more case, but I'm still in serious grief because the Rev Fr Namni is actually from Ugbonanikia. So it's a very serious matter. And I want to start by condoling with the entire family of Odia from Ugbona, the Catholic Church, the entire Catholic Church in Ikabigbo, in Jetu, the Catholic Church in Ugbona, and the people of Ikabigbo. Also, the hunter not leave the vigilante for the rescue. No, Hulk came area. Unfortunately, he was shot by this terrorist. So we want to say, may God just console of us. And in the course of the program, we'll say more. But now it's still a shock to everybody in Afemai land, and it's really very sad.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm coming back to my sister now. Yeah. The first question I want to ask my sister, how did we get here? Abima Danari, Abahi listen on the stage Mahi Yonagwa, Magi Matiri Paluna Sema Vivagwe, Afemani Makia. How did you get here? He moved, I don't feel him as a mission. What went wrong?
Honestly, I don't know. I can't say because after my people have Malegbe Mayowa, we are very hospitable. Makwe hotel ni pere imayele. We live side by side. But no kila hoya gera ati gwe iyare o. Onemo osame abo. Hotel no kila ipe iwa uchinize valley. Makwe yele. Anubaze kila hame 1 or 2 issues of I obey the law of the land. But at the end of the day, money na se kila broad daylight. Or some is beyond my. It's something that I cannot even imagine. Something that during my time, around my money law.
All right.
To all my brothers and sisters, they are fair politicians, our elders. Before we know it, my whole lot to when I be maybe because of any yana. So I'll be here. Yeah, sure. All right.
All right. Thank you so much. We will get to that one. To our viewers, if you are watching us, your comments are very important. We also want every one of us to just pour out your heart. Tell us how you feel. Tell us the situation. Like, this is what you want. You are not Afemai. You have the right to. We need your voice. So wherever you are watching us from, we are seeing your comments. So keep the comments coming while the conversation we keep going. If you have any question you want to write, put it on the comment section. We are going to respond. We are going to respond to everything. Okay, so be part of the conversation. It's not just for the three of us, it's for all Afemai sons and daughters. Be part of the conversation. So over to my brother Philip. Yeah. Now we understand.
Then kill every father for our place. Broad daylight. Fulani. Kill every father. Well, do Muza. Then kill every father on Saturday.
For your place.
For us.
You want go?
I want go.
Bye-bye.
If Otaru give the chance, make Fulani call they kill us one by one. We no agree. If not, for kill for the joy.
All right, my sister, the whole world is okay, so let's concentrate. All right, thank you. So now the question, I want to come from this angle. I'm a Nigerian. I live in Germany. When I came here, I tried to learn the law of the land, the rules that govern this land. And if I must live here, I must abide by those laws. Today I break one, I'll face the punishment, the judgment, the punishment for each law that I break. Now, how come people are living with us at a point they don't respect us, they don't respect our laws, they have taken over our lands, and nobody seems to say anything? Is it that our traditional rulers are scared? Our politicians, the authority, what went wrong? I really want us to get to the root of this whole saga before we can say, okay, this is the solution. What went wrong? My brother, I don't know if you can come up with anything that this is how we got here. That now somebody can just come from anywhere and kill an EDG of the land, in your whole land, a total stranger. It's not done anywhere. It's not acceptable. So how did we get here? Is my question.
My brother, it's really very sad, because if you're asking how did we get here, it's something bigger than what we see. It's something that is very, very compounded. Because now the very, very unfortunate thing about the kidnapping and the terrorist activities of the Fulani herdsmen is it is now coming to us in Edo, in Afemai land. These things have been happening for a very long time. It's not just starting. We've been in Nigeria, particularly, we've witnessed situations where these bandits have overrun communities right from the north, right from the era of Boko Haram, and you see that what the very, very unfortunate thing is that there is a criminal silence, a very devilish silence from people in authority. They are not doing anything about it. They just feel it's a way of life for people, for these herdsmen to cross borders and come, kill everybody. Nigeria today, if you go to the northern part of Nigeria today, where all these criminal elements come into Nigeria, there are no borders. There are no borders from Zamfara to Kano to Sokoto, to Borno. There are no borders anywhere in the north today. That's the beginning of our problems. And you have a government, at the center that has been promoting, policies to encourage this nomadic, set of people. You have a government that for the past 7 years has been promoting, if it's not Ruga today, it's Calf Colony tomorrow, different kinds of policies. And these policies are solely for these herdsmen. And what that means is that this set of people have been embodied. They've been encouraged. And in this same Nigeria, you have sitting governors from the north that have canvassed, especially the governor of Bauchi State, has canvassed openly for these people, for Fulani herdsmen to be able to carry arms. And if I will say that's you can trace the root of our problems to the inefficiency of the government at the top and the way this government has been encouraging these bandits. So now it's all over. They're all over the country. When was it that a war happened? Or in Ondo State. Now imagine the distance from Owo to Auchi to Ikabigbo.
Yeah.
So these guys, I'm sure they've been chased away from Owo. Now they are coming to our lands. They're all over the bushes. And if you see what happened on Sunday, you will know that they are already part of us.
Okay.
Like they say, Abarok with Obisema, I open no yellow, lo we can you give up.
Yeah.
The perpetrator of this whole thing, one Kabiru that has been arrested. He lives in Ikabibo there. He's been there for a very long time. He's a Fulani man.
Yeah.
From reports and investigations that is coming out in the open, he was the one that organized and called those boys from Aviele.
Yes.
Because I saw a video of the confession that they moved from Aviele through Agbede, through Ekperi, and came to Ikabibo. Yeah. So it is really, really a very, very serious matter. And we just have to sit up as Afemai people. We have to do something. Our elders have to do something. You know, our traditional rulers, they have to be one accord. Because we've heard stories of all these people who bring their cows, they will partner with some traditional rulers and have a safe place. And once that happens, the traditional ruler doesn't have the moral authority to say, I want to keep my people safe. So the causes are so many. But the first one I see is the inability of the government of the day. Yeah. The government of the day to say, no, you cannot do this. How can you imagine that these elements are near to animals? They're animals, if I must say. They have the right to carry AK-47. How do they get this AK-47? You know how much for one AK-47 that you see the Rev Fr carry, this terrorists carry in the jungles? Yeah. People are behind these things. Yeah. Big people are behind these things, and our people, our women cannot go to the farms, our mothers cannot go to the farm, our fathers cannot go to the farm, and you know all that area. It's an agrarian community, but now it is very, very difficult for people to go to the farm, you know, and feel safe. So we have to get to the roots of this thing and speak as one. And apart from that, we have to put measures in place. Thank God for the vigilante that gave a pursuit. Although it ended so badly, but the vigilante is still better than nothing at all. Yeah. It's just really very unfortunate, and we have to speak with one voice. We have to speak loud to the government, you know, to everybody, to find a way to curb this menace. It's really very sad, my brother.
Okay. I will come back to you. My sister Aminat, I know you are kind of busy, so I will give you another time to speak now before maybe you
yes, I'm actually busy. I have an appointment. Thank you for that, my brother.
I understand.
To be honest with you, I don't know. I think our leaders, our elders just kept a blind eye and allowed them to invade our communities. That's exactly what I'm going to say. And we kept harboring them, keeping them quiet, ignoring all their atrocities, and it has come to this. So we can no longer live with those kind of people in our land. So they have to go. Our traditional rulers need to tell us who are they leading. Are they for the Fulani headsmen or they are for us? If they are for the Afemai people, they should ask them to go. They should ask them to go. Just simple. There's nothing else again. There's no other solution to this problem than they should all go. I spoke to a friend of mine yesterday who was kidnapped about a few years ago. He told me the same thing. He said these people are from Chad. Like my brother just said a couple of minutes ago, there are no boundaries. So they are just migrating from the Chad, economic migrants coming to the country from Chad without check, without anything.
Nigeria is
because I said to the person, I saw this person, the man who was confessing. I said, I saw the person who was confessing. He doesn't look like the Fulani I know, the kind of Fulani I grew up to know in the north. This person is dark. And he's even speaking Hausa. I said, oh, they are from Chad. I was like, really? He said, yes, they are from Chad. He said Auchi, for example, has been taken over by these people. So it's everywhere. So it's time for them to go. We don't need them. No landlord should accommodate them. No mosque should allow them pray. They should leave our land. They should go back. Most of the comments we are having here
almost everybody is complaining of the same thing. Some said
we don't need them anymore.
Our traditional rulers are collecting money from those people. Somebody just
They
came and said,
should go back.
know,
If they are not, whoever knows,
accommodate Hausa, even introduce them to farmlands. This is where the problem starts.
Yes, because they are collecting.
And he's telling us that if we know that Ogbona is not accommodating full Hausas, you know. So
if they are collecting money, if they can stoop so low to collect money from Fulanis against our people, then the person is not fit to rule. It's as simple as say, step down and go.
Yeah,
if you cannot protect us, go.
The fingers are just pointed at one side. Look at another one again. Our leaders should stop collecting money from the Fulani. They said these people they have a very large camp in Ayele there. There was one time, I think sometime early last year, a food truck with Fulani people was discovered in Agenebo there. A food truck. Where are they going? So where are these people now? Where are they? Because if everybody they talk say no, Kosami, you go Kosami all of us.
We go reach our doormat. That's the issue. We go reach our doormat. For example, now my husband is telling me categorically, you cannot take my children to your hometown. They cannot know where you come from with all this security. You are not going. I'm not allowing you to go, and my children cannot know where you come from. Although he's a Nigerian, but we are not from the same part of Nigeria. So it is heartbreaking that my children, maybe if they go to Nigeria for holidays, they can't come to my place because Edo State is insecure. That's why my land is insecure. And I won't blame my husband. Nobody will want that for his children.
So there is a big
problem.
Nobody
will want that. There's
a big problem. Well, like I said, both our viewers, what we should look for is a solution. The solution now is these people should leave our land so far, so that we will know ourselves. We will know, okay, there's a stranger living in this place. Imagine this guy that just cook up this whole devilish act now has been living with us. He must have benefited from that land. But at the end of the day, look at what was your aim? Like money.
We are not after his motive or whatever made him to do it.
See, the very day we were discussing about this program, I got a very vital information. Though almost 4 people were kidnapped, very prominent people in Afemai there, but they don't want their name to be mentioned. Among the 4 people, one is dead. One could not make it out. The very day we were holding a meeting, when I contacted the artist to do this thing for us, the banner for the program, I got some information. Man, we are not safe. We are not safe. We are not just safe. We need a solution. Because I watch in the news after the whole thing, the government will go to the place where the thing happened. They will go and meet the family and pay a condolence visit. We don't
need condolence visit. We don't need condolence. They have failed us time and time again. They have failed us continuously. They failed us.
One of the most industrious sons of the two, Abu Duegele, was kidnapped in front of his house. They killed the driver. And I think Abu spent almost over 10 days with the kidnappers in front of his house. Not even around 8 o'clock in the night. It was by the mercy of God through prayers that he was able to come back alive. Then the whole thing died there. That one ended there. You don't measure the other people we hear on a daily basis from Afuze, from Auchi to Igara. That road is just no-go area. From Afuze to Auchi to Afuze is another dead zone. From Agenebo to Ekperiodo zone. Where are we heading to? And everybody is quiet. In the next few months now, you see everybody running around with brooms and umbrellas, shouting.
Collecting bribe, collecting whatever they can give to them for their vote. Vote is for free.
With 10,000 naira, you forget all those things. You sell yourself. To eat your future is very sweet. 5,000 naira, you eat your future now, forget. By tomorrow, you start saying, hey, Damaiwo, after. You forgotten they paid you to vote for them. Because in the next few months now, you see this whole thing. As from next week now, this Reverend Father issue is died. Nobody will talk about it again. Nobody. That is Nigeria for you. Once you pull like this, everybody go, wow. They just come out. When person died, they never bury themselves, they go cook food for their chop. As they prepare, say, they want to bury this person, they don't cook rice. Because in every situation, we have reason to marry, we have reason to celebrate. Because it never happened to me. Who no die, or no you act, but all those kind of things, who they alive, make you enjoy. We know they take far, we know they see the future, we know the reason what it go happen next. So I think this is why we are here. Now we are looking for solution. How do we get out of this thing? These people have to leave us. Who do we talk to? Who do we talk to? Who go listen to us? Our leaders, they hear what we talk now. Our traditional rulers, they hear what we talk now. We are not blaming anybody. We are not calling anybody out, but we are talking in general. In general.
I think what we can do as a people is, because we are faced with the reality of terror, we are faced with the reality of kidnapping. Yeah. You know, it is what it is. That is the situation right now, except some who want to deceive ourselves that it's not real. Now, like you said, you know, after things like this happen, you know, 2-3 days, it's, you know, we're all used to it and, you know, life goes on. But who knows who's going to be the next victim? That is the unfortunate thing. And the thing that we can do, you know, as a people, is to strengthen our local vigilante. They are first and last line of defense for now. Our local vigilantes must be really, really, really strengthened until we have a government that knows that the lives and securities of the citizens is very important, and they need to secure it. Because why this is happening for me is because there's a saying that once the head is corrupt, the entire body will just, you know, decay. Once the head is bad. So the powers that this Fulani herdsmen, these terrorists, you know, because there's a psychological power behind what they do, because they are getting inspiration from the head.
Yeah,
that is what is happening everywhere in Nigeria now. They are embodying from the head. So what do we do? Are we going to wait for these people to continue to kill us? Look at over the weekend, the governor of Zamfara State openly told his people, all citizens of Zamfara, to go and, you know, get arms from police, licensed arms. Is that the way to go? No, that's more chaos, because you cannot regulate such things. You know, but he's saying that because they are under siege, real terror. It's a war going on in Zamfara State. Yeah. And this is what is, you know, permeating into the south. So what we need to do as a people is to strengthen our local vigilante. We need to empower every community, every village must have a functional vigilante. And all Afemai sons and daughters, we need, you know, it's not enough for you to be wherever you are in the world and you feel safe and you feel secure when you have your brothers and sisters at home, your friends, you know, even you might come back and not even meet a place to call our home. So what we need to do as a people, locate our communities,
in our own land.
Find a way to come together, make sure we have vigilantes, because we cannot leave it in the hands of our leaders or some of our traditional rulers who are already been compromised, who have some stake in the cows that they are, you know, rearing all over the bushes. You know, the first solution to me is to have active vigilantes. Active vigilantes. We have young men who reside in these communities, who love these communities the way we all love these communities, who are ready to stand and protect with intelligence, with informations, you know. So I think that's what we need to do. We must find ways to strengthen our vigilante, you know, liaise with the office of the state governor, the people that are in charge of security. That is what we need to do now. Then this Fulanis, because they've turned themselves, we don't trust them anymore. The truth is that we don't trust them. The one doing suya in one corner in Iraq, or we don't trust all of them. It's a common saying that prevention is better than cure.
That's right.
So we need to secure ourselves. We need to know the people coming into our communities. We need to know what they do, because our communities are not too big.
Yes.
So we need to shine our eyes, because to me, this is an existential threat. It is very, very frightening. Very, very, very frightening. We need to find ways, come together, put monies together, empower our vigilante, secure them, give them what they need to be able to defend our lands and our communities. If you have a strong vigilante in Ikabigbo, you have a strong vigilante in Iraho, you have a strong vigilante in Ayoguri, and that is what happened in this case of the kidnap of our dear brother, the Reverend Father. It was an instant reaction. The vigilantes from Ogbonam, the vigilantes from Iraho, the vigilantes from Ikabigbo, they were all in the pursuit. And it is clear that they did their best, although you can argue that the best thing was not to chase them, so you don't put the life of the Reverend Father at risk. But at that time, this unfortunate evil act happened. People react, is what comes to their mind, for the instinct of the vigilante was to try and secure the Reverend Father and go after those kidnappers. And of course, the terrorists, the kidnappers, they were not expecting to meet that kind of pushback. They were not expecting that the vigilante will come and try to secure and release the Reverend Father. So that was why they got rattled, and I think there was a firefight when they were accosted, and what they had to do was to cowardly kill our dear brother, our Reverend Father. They shot the man who was leading the pursuit, Malam Nuruddin Musa, always from Ikabigbo. And the thing is that even the head of the vigilante that was killed in Ikabigbo is a Muslim. So it's not even a religious thing.
No, it's not.
It is a case of criminals, terrorists that are not part of us, they are not even from this country. That is why they don't have compassion. They are worse than wild animals. They don't have compassion. So our youth must be empowered. Our vigilantes, our local vigilantes must be strengthened in every way. Because if we don't do that, in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years, we will not have a place to call our own. It is a reality that is facing us. We need to empower our vigilantes. Because you see situations where these people, I'm not advocating for everybody in Afemai land to carry guns, but our vigilante must be able to have the kind of firepower, the kind of firearms that are commensurate to the ones that these criminals are carrying. You have governors, sitting governors in this country that are advocating for Fulani herdsmen to carry guns. To them, AK-47 is like pure water. If you see all these people, they are miscreants. If it's one-on-one battle, they cannot face anybody. But once they have the power of that AK-47, they feel they are lords and they can do anything. So we need to be able to because if you are sick, you go to the hospital, the doctors will do a diagnosis of what is wrong with you before they can prefer a cure. So right now, Afemai land is sick, security-wise, and we are sick. We are threatened. So we need to be able to identify the cause, the root, and know how to repel these people. And I think we should say it with one voice. This is a blanket rejection of all these Fulanis that we don't know, even the ones we know. There has to be a pushback. Not war, but our elders, our community, our community leaders, our fathers, we have to come together and say, no, we don't want people in our communities because we don't trust you for now. Because the only thing they understand is a pushback. Go to Benue State and see what has happened. Go to the Middle Belt and see what has happened. Go to Southern Kaduna and see what has happened. That is how they start. They will come quietly as strangers. They will look around, get used to the place. And before you know, they have all these phones. They start inviting their cohorts from Niger, from Mali. They'll tell them, yes, there's a virgin land in this place. There's a virgin land in Apana. There's a virgin land in Iraqo. There's a virgin land in Anegbete. Before you know, they start infiltrating all these places from different zones because their lifestyle is a nomadic lifestyle. We are different. They are used to the jungle. Some of them were born in the jungle. So that is for Fulanis, all those terrorists, being in the jungle is like being in a mansion. So that is what they are used to. So it's a very serious matter. We have to come together, empower our vigilantes, and tell them that for now, we don't want you in our lands. The ones that we feel have been there for we take a census of these people, we monitor them. Let them feel very, very uncomfortable. If they don't, I'm afraid we might not have a place to call our own.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
In addition to what you have just said, apart from giving them arms, if there's anybody around us who has any skills at all, negotiating skills, can also be able to kind of talk to the give like a training to the vigilante on how to resolve issues like this. Because I think if they had not confronted them directly, rather than going on the offensive, if they had trailed them to their high point, maybe we would have had this a better success in retrieving our dear Reverend Father alive than him being killed. So that's another skill that they need to meet, although it's very difficult. But I see from their own angle at that time, everybody was bitter, anxious, wanting to make sure that this thing does not lead to what we are now experiencing today, that we've lost a dear brother who was trying to do the will of God on a Sunday morning. So, secondly, I would also suggest that we talk to our traditional rulers and we tell them categorically that we don't want them in our land anymore. We don't want these people in our land. We don't want them in our land, because I heard from a reliable source as well that even the police, the security are also conniving with these people because they get bribed from them. Whatever ransom they collect from this, if they kidnap people for whatever reason, they are kidnapping people for ransom, the police are always giving their own share. They are corrupt. Since the police can no longer protect us, then we need to actually protect ourselves, because we've lost trust in them. And so we should let our traditional know that since we are keeping quiet, we are also losing trust in you. This is not the time for us to just keep quiet because we are thinking that, okay, it's just a one-off, it might not happen again. No, let this place become uncomfortable for them. I live in the UK. I cannot just the police in the UK don't carry guns. They don't carry guns in the street of UK. No. Yet they still make arrests. I cannot just go to anywhere and become lawless. No, if you come to a community that you live in, you abide by the rules and regulation of that place. If you cannot live by the rules and regulation of that place, then you go. It's a very simple thing. Since they have refused to adhere to the rules and regulations of our land and live with us and coexist with us, we have been hospitable, accommodating them, then it is time for them to go. There's no two way about it. We don't need them. No landlord should accommodate them. No landlord should, those of them nobody should employ them for menial jobs. No, these are the things that we need to start telling them. We don't need them in our market. We don't want to buy their products, their cows. We don't want anything to do with them. They should have their own traditional rulers or their own leaders, whatever they call them, whatever they call them. They should call those people and tell them we are giving an ultimatum to leave our land. Leave our land. If you don't leave our land in peace within the next how many days? Whatever happens thereafter, we should not be held
accountable, because the police can no longer protect us. Our traditional rulers are not protecting us. Our politicians are no longer protecting us. And we are the ones bearing the brunt. Like the life of the Rev Father today who has died, the family are going to live with the pain of losing their son for the rest of their life. We can only do what we can do today. In another 1 or 2 months' time, we will forget that this young man has died. But the family will never forget that they lost their son in such a gruesome way. They will never forget the mother of that. Maybe that young man still has a mother. I am a mother as well. I cannot imagine burying my own child. The pain of it alone, I cannot even sleep.
You're very correct. You're very correct. All right, thank you so much,
The
Sister
pain doesn't
Aminat.
go away.
Yeah, thank you so much. We've spent some time now. So at this point, we've rubbed minds and we know where we are now. We know what we are supposed
They
to
just
do.
need to go. We all need to. We need to shout it out. Shout it to the rooftop. They
Yeah.
need to leave our land once
Yeah.
and for all. They need to leave our land. That is all we are asking. Nothing else.
We don't need these people anymore. We are tired of money people. We are tired of crying over our own. We are tired of losing our farmlands. People are scared to go to farm. They started the last time when this whole thing were just coming up, they were sleeping with women. Women go to farm.
Thank you.
I remember in Jetuna, they raped one pregnant woman. They raped her until she died. I was still in Nigeria.
It has been happening. Raping of women, killing of children, raping.
One pregnant woman, they raped her till she died. And everybody just say this thing like, yeah, nah, normal fool anyway. Okay, look at it now. Now they employ them for work. Some of them be gate men, some of them they do they arrange the repair shoe, they push truck.
We don't need them anymore. We don't need them. We don't need them. May they go. May they carry their bag.
Yeah. So if we don't take drastic action now, like you said, in the next 5 years, what you approve for Borno State, it go approve for our side. And God will not allow that to happen. All of us know the numbers of dead bodies they were recovering every day in Borno State a few years ago. So this is what we are trying to protect now. And at the voice what we get, now we learn. So, I was actually expecting every Afemai youth to be on this program today. Let's rub mind, let's bring out there, let's talk. But it's unfortunate we are just about 45 people. We have only 45 people watching this program now. I don't know. But when they say come out tomorrow, they want to go and bury this man, let's go and money. You see everybody will come on the street, carry placards and be shouting. It's always better for us to prevent issues. That we wait until these things happen, we start shouting, da. We can. Our voices go long way. Let's always take action before things get so. We really need to wake up as people. We really need to. So all of us now, from all we have discussed, what we don't talk here today, say these people have to leave our land, and whosoever that is harboring these people in our land have to answer. It has to stop. You as a king, you as a traditional ruler, you don't go talk to because of money, where people they give you. That one you go value and pass the life of the people where you are supposed to protect. Because the people where they under you are supposed to be your responsibility. Their lives and their property should be your primary objective. If we really want to be who we claim to be. But for the fact that maybe anytime they want to do Christmas or salad, they can't give you one car, all those things, you cannot speak out. You cannot use that to replace a human life. Just imagine this father now, people they under a payroll now where they pay school fees for. Because our land is also a principal of St. Philip secondary school.
Yes, it was people also a principal of that.
People they now where go they pay school fees for? Widows they now when they say that they give them money every month. It be like saying you just kill the chicken, all the eggs. So now then you kill. So there are things more we know just they look what we want benefit now. More they look like what is around the situation. So if you kill that man, everybody when they chop under that father, now they die directly.
My brother, Thank you for inviting me, and thank you for this show. Because we just have to continue to use every little opportunity we have. I must commend you and the entire team. And as I leave, and because I need to run, the only thing I need to say is that there is a body, because now these are serious times we're living in.
Yeah.
There's a body. It's an Afemai amalgamated kind of security body. There's a lot of Afemai people that are concerned about security, and they discuss these security issues, and they are doing things. But I think that they need to do more. They really need to step up their game. Amalgamated Afemai security network. There's a body that exists like that I know, which I'm even a member. Although I just joined recently, I think they need to do more. They need to really up their game and do the best that they can to secure our community. And also, I saw in one of the chats that there was a time that these Fulani representatives were invited to the police station, and one of our traditional rulers stood up and said he doesn't want Fulani in his domain. Some days later, he was almost killed. That means they have representatives. They have people that even the police know that they speak on behalf of the Fulanis, not just like Mietiala. They have national bodies, Mietiala, which I consider a terror group. Right now, there, they have representatives that even the police recognize, that even people can reach out to them. If we have those people, that's the first, the step. We need to hold them accountable in a very serious manner and tell them and send a loud message. That's what I'm going to say as I round up. We need to hold these people accountable. We need to equip our vigilante, organize them, find a way to put them on salaries, pray for them, and do all that is necessary. And we need to also give ourselves information. It's really very sad. May the soul of our brother rest in peace. The soul of Malam Nuruddin Muso, who led the hunters, and we wish the Masala a very quick recovery, because he was shot too. And we need to come together as a people, because this threat is existential. It's a very serious threat. Yeah. We need to come together, use everything within our disposal to make sure we secure Afemai land. Thank you. God bless you, my brother.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thanks for always coming through. Thanks for always coming around to help us and speak your mind. May God bless you. Thank you so much. That's our brother Philip Oshokpika Obi, who lives in the US. He's so concerned about the well-being of Afemai. God bless you. All right, my sister, over to you before we round up. Yeah. Everything we don't talk today, all of us, we like, even the comment, some of the comment, I think it be like all of us don't do meet itself, because we are speaking the same mind. We are tired of these people. We don't need their services anymore. And our traditional rulers need to tell these people, whoever that is representing them, they have to leave.
To add to what my brother have just said, our youth around for this election to campaign for whoever they are campaigning for. They should use that same strength to say no to Fulani headsmen in our land.
Yes.
Enough is enough. Both men, women, it starts with them. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. We don't even want anything. We should not even be thinking about 2023. 2023 is even too long, because who is going to be the next person? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows?
It's painful. It's sad. Sad.
Who knows? You will sleep. From what I'm seeing now is that.
Oh, my sister is gone. My sister is gone. Thank you so much. I really appreciate everyone for taking out your time to be on this program today. Before we go, I would just like us to listen to a song from our brother, a song calling all Africans, all Afemas to let's come together and unite. Let's have feelings for ourselves. Let's pity for ourselves. You know, this matter, this is security matter. We they talk now. Now one side of it. Now we even they. Now one side of it. Now we they concentrate on. So now one side of the matter. Now we they talk. So another side still dey. Yeah, the things where they kill our people now plenty well. So now the Fulani side of it, because it just happened now. Now we they talk about today. So yeah. May God help us. And the program will continue. We, from time to time, we'll be meeting like this. We are the youth. We are the future of Afemai. More will they come around like this? More we rub minds. We are the future of Afemai. You know, our decision, our voices will go long way. What till we say how we want them. So I thank you all for coming out and we just listen to this song before we go. We have come to the end of today's program. We sympathize with the family of our brother, Rev Fr Christopher. Sorry. Yeah, our heart goes out to the family of our brother Christopher Odia. Christopher Odia was my classmate in secondary school. We are from the same village. May his soul rest in peace. All right. And to the family of the head of Vigilante Kabigo, Malanurudi Umuso. May his soul rest in peace, and may God grant the entire family the fortitude to bear the lost. And we pray such thing will not happen again. And we pray our voices will be heard and solution will come. We pray for Afemai land. We pray for peace. We pray for security in Afemai land. May God heal our land. May God protect us. All right. Thank you so much for being part of this program. God bless you. I love you all. Let's keep it real. Let's always come together and make this happen. We love you. We love you. Thank you so much. I remember your Obo song, Inobime Victor. All right. Thank you so much. Thanks for supporting Afemai sons and daughters. God bless you. All right, enjoy this one. This is a song of IKM Mr. Culture. All right, before I go, just a reminder, on Sunday, 3rd July, we are having a very special program. One of our sons will be coming out with something very big. We have been talking about it. I know this is not the right time to talk about this like that, but I'm inviting you all to join us on Sunday on Afemai Sons and Daughters platform, also on the NOB Global Updates YouTube channel. We're going to be releasing some stuff for Sunday. So we look forward to see you. Thank you so much for your time. May God bless you. So let's enjoy this song.
Afemai, and do not get us not serve anymore. Insecurity will Afemai. Opinali Ozebade, Idui Mama, I won't be my year. 60 kilo Liona, Nali Idui Mama, you're the best look down. Yeni Makato be my year, I know that you are Koro Yeke. Yahweh, Kule, Yeni Mala, Eva pull over. The money of your life, pull over. Eke, pull over. Yeni Mala, Kita Pasile, Chichi Levete, Papa de Momen, Kita Pase, Dui Mama, Kita Pase, Dui Sister. On va la pare, on la pare, Yagila dem Yeho, Azema, Sukupu, Himaya Paladi season with insecurity in Afemai, Yawa Kupu, Azema, Sukupu, Himaya Paladi season with all I was signing man, you know I was signing just one day. As the man lives to build, Himaya Paradise on Willie. A gallon man, no Light on the candle, Louis chapter 2. It go get at school. Era yama get at you. Oh, when we are people, Abuja, Obodo Ipo, my only man government. Afemai unity is power. Insecurity man, let's say if you build up Pema, if I am an egg, if I am a get who talk it to Totaka, your email, who talk it to Totaka, your I never, yeah.